Hi everyone. I have been MIA and I apologize for that in one way because there was no warning about it, but you know, it is what it is. You can't really see, but my desk is a disaster area. I have been preparing to go away and I have been extremely preoccupied and have had some anxiety issues about it. So I was trying to make videos, but they were not really working out very well. So I decided that I wanted to come and just do a catch up. I am working on this. This is a 6-inch frame that Tony was able to find in Michael's. He found 2 of them. I thought I would try something different. Instead of a heart, I did a butterfly. Hopefully it looks like a butterfly. All of these fabrics here, except this and that and that right there, which I don't know if they're really showing up that well with the light, but those are ribbons. But all of these fabrics are the fabrics that I bought, that I reclaimed from that rug. So, yeah, I have been using them. I will insert a video at the end of this video. I'll insert a video that I made the day that I washed them and hung them on the lines that we rigged up downstairs in the basement. Well, Tony rigged them up to hang them on. I don't have a clothesline here. We're not allowed to have clotheslines outside, and even if we did, between the birds and the squirrels, I'm not sure that, you know, I'd want to hang anything outside anyway, because I'd probably have to rewash it when I came back in. I will say that I don't know if you can see what this is doing here. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. Oopsies. I'm moving the camera instead of zooming. So there are little threads. I don't know if the camera's going to pick these up. There are little threads that are shedding from these fabrics. It's a royal pain in the patootie. And I'm being nice. These are driving me crazy, especially when I want to make knots. I mean, when I'm doing the beading, it's not too bad, but they get caught up in the thread, and then the French knots or colonial knots don't work very well at all. And it's driving me absolutely bonkers. So, yeah, I'm going to put the camera back up because I don't want to weird out the focus. So, I'm working on this. I'm not crazy about it. I will tell you that. I think there's just something about the heart shapes that are just more easily filled in with fun things like yarns and threads. See? Now there's a thread caught in there from this black fabric. And that is preventing the knots from going through. And it's just driving me absolutely up a dang wall. And it's very, very hard. I will tell you in the video that's at the end, and if you want to buy these rugs and work with this fabric, you might want to heed my advice or suggestion, or actually information. It's more about information that I mention in the video. But this is the first time I've worked with the fabric, And if you have 6 hands and you can hold this stuff out of the way. Now I'm holding that one out of the way, but I also have to hold this other one out of the way. I really love the black and turquoise and teal, aqua, whatever you want to call it. To me, they're all very close. See? These threads get in there and you can't pull the knots all the way through, or they get tangled in the knots. It's a royal pain. I mean, seriously, like, I just want to give up on this piece, but I am too stubborn. So, yeah, it is a challenge. If you're going to use the fabrics for, like ties for junk journals, or you're going to use it in other ways, it might work better. I think if I'm going to continue to use these for like hearts and other projects like that, I would do all of my knots first and fill in the fabrics after. But I have to say I'm a little disappointed that it's such a challenge. I just am struggling with it, so I'm just being honest. I hope you don't take that as negative. It's just my honest review. I'm a little frustrated. I can tell you that. But then I'm a little short-tempered at the moment anyway, so it could be that, but I've been struggling with this for 3 days. So there's that. I hope this finds everybody well. I did not mention that at the beginning, but I do hope this finds you well. And if you were affected at all by the hurricane, Debbie, I think you're in Florida. I hope you were not affected by the hurricane. If you were, please chime in here and let us know if you're okay. I was thinking about you. I know Kimberly is in Georgia and she was affected slightly, I think. I missed the conversation on YouTube this morning on Christine's channel. I was a little late. I mean, I read back, but I don't know exactly what's happening. So, yeah, I just want to check in and catch you all up on what I'm doing and how it's going, and that, and let you know where I've been. We are preparing for our excursion. We are getting the van prepared. Tony's done a lot to make sure the mechanics work and all of that stuff. And I usually take care of the inside of the van, where everything's going to go, arranging it. I need to adjust my seat, sorry. And the camera. Yeah, as far as arranging everything inside, oh darn it. I don't know if that's going to help or not. Oops. As far as everything inside and all of that, I usually do that. And I was stressing. There are things that we need to take because this is going to be a longer trip than we've done since 2019, I think. I mean, we were gone about a week, but that was a very stressful trip for me. It was the year after my diagnosis and stuff like that. So I was not in the right frame of mind to be going anywhere or doing anything that year. Anyway, I struggled a lot that year. And that was 2022, last year, I think it was. Yeah, we went up to New York and I just didn't, actually it was 2 years. No, it hasn't been 2 years yet. Anyway, I can't remember, but I don't want to stress over it either. But yeah, so I'm just here to say that I am preoccupied. I am working on stuff as I can. I don't know, can you see all the beads on here? This looks really bad in the camera. Like this looks blue. It is not blue. It is so aqua, no, teal. It's very, very teal. So these colors are not showing up to me at all. I don't know if when I edit this to add the video at the end, if that'll change or not, but it's very frustrating because it's very pretty, especially with the black in it. But anyway, more frustration. I swear, it's just been one frustrating thing after another. And I keep getting really, really hot. I don't know what that's about. I'm not eating anything different. But man, I'm struggling. I just keep getting, I don't even know if it's hot flashes. It doesn't feel like hot flashes. I just get really hot and then I get sweaty. Look, my hand is wet. I know, gross, right? Sorry. Ay, 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 mamma mia. So I am here. I will be going somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I'm not, oh my gosh. I am also struggling with what to bring as far as a project. I have one project already put together, and that's the hearts that I made. Most of the hearts that I made during the 100-day project, I'm bringing those and backing those with felt. And I think I mentioned that in a previous video. I did try to put a video together, and it was such a mess, showing the fabrics that came out of the rug. I have 6 gallon-size bags and a bin with fabric in it, a large bin the size of this mat, which is 14-ish by 9-ish. And I mean, that one's not stuffed full, but it's full enough. So yeah, there's a lot of fabric in that rug, and that's the rug from Big Lots. It's a chindi rug, if you weren't here for the previous video about that. We went to Big Lots and bought 2. I don't even know if I want to tear apart the second one now. And if I do, I don't even know if I want to use all the fabric. I mean, I love the fabrics. I love the colors and the stuff that came out of them. I was very excited, but this project has made me extremely frustrated with it all. As you can see, it does gather into little bunches nicely. That's not a struggle. But it's been a challenge as far as doing stuff around the fabric once it's gathered into these little bunches. So I think maybe the next time I might, if I want to use all that and not any cotton. This doesn't have any cotton in it at all, just these ribbons. It has these 2 ribbons. And this ribbon, Tony showed it to me and I grabbed it because of the color. Again, it's showing up blue. It's called Tornado. Weird name for aqua color, but anyway. And this one is really pretty and it's sheer, and I should have, and it's thinner. It's a thinner ribbon, as you can see. So I should have looked for this color in the, there's a name for this, and I can't remember it now. Organza. In the organza ribbon and in this narrower design, narrower size. I told you my brain is fried. So, yeah, this ribbon on a bigger project, it would be fine, but it's really kind of overtaken that little spot there. Anyhow, these are my trials and errors with these things, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm around, preparing to go away, and sometimes my anxiety creates a bit of a block for me. I did make a small, just a very simple, okay, I'm going to raise the camera up again, and I apologize for being up and down and all over the place. But if I don't do this, then you're going to go blind. On my red 6-sided bag that I made, drawstring bag, I did put a ribbon in here. This is a twill ribbon that I got. And I sewed it in, hand sewed it in, of course. And then I can put my friction pen, a pencil, and my scissors even fit in this pocket. Then I found this 6-inch ruler down in my basement. And I'm going to take that. Not that I really need a ruler, but you never know. Then I made this very simple needle book. And I will take this with me with lots of pins, needle threader, best needles. I probably need to put a couple smaller ones in there, but this one's pretty small. I could do whatever I want with that. However, other than the hearts, I pulled out Sari Silk. I'm not crazy about it. I need to find some ribbon. We went out today and I totally forgot that's what I want to do. But I have all the felt cut out to fit each one of these hearts individually because they're all different sizes, really. And I have this thread and bought extra to go. Might use Sari Silk for the little top. Might not. That's what it looks like. I'm not sure I'm crazy about it. Plus, I sewed it on crooked. I think I want to find like a 1/4 inch, probably this width, satin ribbon or organza or something in just a neutral tan color. But that's not going to keep me, I mean, that's going to occupy me, and that might be enough, but it's not very creative. And when I can't be very creative, then I get a little cranky. Crankier than I am now. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I can't think of a project to bring where I will need, like, I could put a project bag together and bring minimal, oh shoot, that's not good. Was that the last one I did? Well, it's gonna have to stay there. I can bring minimal supplies, of course. I can't bring all my threads. Don't want to bring all my threads. But like if I was doing blue, something in blues, then I could bring all blue stuff or blue and white or, you know, whatever. I just don't know what to bring. I don't have a project in mind. And I'll be honest, that part is driving me nuts. About as much as these are driving me nuts. Because I really want to have another project to bring. I just don't know what to do. So I watched Corinne. You're probably way too close. I'm probably flipping everybody out being that close. Sorry. And she was making lace hearts. But I don't want to just work with lace either. That's just not what I'm looking to do. Yeah, I like color, in case you hadn't noticed. So I'm trying to decide. I don't want to make another Japanese rice bag. I don't know. I'm wondering if I should just make some more hearts. But it's not like I don't have 100 hearts here, you know? Well, I have 99 now because I've given one away. But, yeah, struggling big time, guys. So if anybody has any ideas, you know what I do. I don't know that bringing, I only have one more of these 6-inch hoops. I could put a heart together, but that's not going to keep me busy for as long as we're expecting to be gone. So, oops, you know, just one heart is not going to keep me busy. Oh, no. That's bad. You see, this is how my days have been going with crafting. It's just been a real struggle, I'll tell you. And I can't figure out why. I think because my mind is preoccupied, I'm getting lots of sleep. When I go to sleep at night, I'm sleeping like a rock, for lack of a better description. Well, I'm just going to call that good because I can't get up. There it goes. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know. What am I going to do? I need projects to take, or at least one more project. Something I'm going to enjoy working on. I've been crocheting at night, but I'm not going to want to take crochet with me, I don't think. It takes up a lot of room. I'm making a wrap. It's probably pretty close to being done. I do it in front of TV because I don't need really, as much light as I do for these things. I can do that in front of TV way easier than I'm doing this because I don't know if you can tell, but I need lots of light. Am I going to have enough? No. I'm going to tie this off before I run into another problem here. So if anybody has a suggestion based on what I like to do, maybe my brain is just too preoccupied with the whole, how am I going to fit everything into the van process, and I can't really focus on, goodness gracious, Martha, on what to bring with me. I've looked around my room, I've pulled fabrics out, put them back. I tried to start something. I worked on this, and that is to go on the side of a pouch. But then I grabbed the pouch out of there because I'm going to use it for something I need to bring in it. So, and that's going to be almost done. So I don't know. I'm struggling. So we were in the van yesterday? Or day before, maybe, possibly. No, I think it was yesterday. And Tony pointed out to me, this is both a happy and sad kind of thing. Like a good and a sad kind of thing. Not a happy, but a good but sad kind of realization. He pointed out that one of the cabinets in the van is going to be freed up. However, the reason it's going to be freed up is because we used to keep the dog stuff in it, and we no longer have dogs. And that's very sad for us, but it does free up an entire cabinet that we used to keep their stuff in. So it's going to be easy for me to put the appliances I was worried about how I was going to fit in the van. Now I know that they will fit in that cabinet with some space left over. Sure, as I say, good and a bad situation. It's good that we have the extra space. It's bad that we don't have our dogs. But the traveling is going to be a lot less stressful, complicated. It's going to be a lot less complicated without the dogs. Because, for example, next week here where I live in Virginia, it's going to be in the 90s all week. It's supposed to be 95-ish where we're going in Pennsylvania on our first stop. And if we had to worry about keeping the dogs cool, I mean, keeping us cool is one thing, but trying to keep the dogs cool and not let them overheat, it's a lot harder than you think. And van travel is interesting because, everybody has their own way of traveling. But we like to travel and go to campgrounds. So that's what we do. And we do plug in. And that helps us with, running the air conditioner and stuff like that. We don't have the battery power to run that stuff off of battery and solar. So, it's going to be hot on the day we leave. And it's going to be hot here, and it's going to be hot where we're going. Now, after that, as we head north, I do believe it's going to be cooler. There might be one more state that we stop at before we hit the much cooler weather. But even where we're headed, it's going to be in the 80s this week. When we get there at the end of the week, it's supposed to cool down to the 70s, which I'm grateful for because it's still going to be in the 90s here. So I'm very glad that we are getting out of here for this hopefully last blast of really hot weather. You see all these threads coming off here? All these baby fine little annoying threads. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So, well, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to, where am I? I'm over here. Thinking I need to go up here a little bit. So I will tie this off and go across. I am going to attach that video with the fabric from the rag rug, and there's some information in there that might behoove you if you want to get one of those rugs, either from Five Below or Big Lots if you have that out near you, or whatever. It's just information to think about. And I repeat myself a couple times, I think, in that video. I will try to edit out, but the problem is, even when I was repeating myself, I'm showing the fabrics, and that's the best video for you to see all the fabric that was included. Also, it's in my basement. My basement, it's a finished area, part of it, and unfinished in the other part. And if you look in the background, there's a mess. There's boxes, there's bins, there's shelves with craft stuff on it. That's where I go shopping for my craft things. Well, most of them. It's organized to me, but it's a bit of a mess. But it's just how it is. I was supposed to use that finished basement as my craft area, but I struggled down there. I struggled being in the basement, and I didn't like it. And the floor is very hard and hard on my knees. So I ended up not crafting down there. However, my craft stuff does live down there. So it's a bit of a mess in the background, and you'll see that. Please don't judge. It is what it is. It's an organized mess, just kind of like my desk. I know where everything is, but it's not the neatest thing in the world. But it's real life for me. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope if you're in the States, you have a nice Labor Day weekend. And the only last thing I want to say before I show the other part of the video is I may or may not post some videos of where we are when we are gone. If you don't like it, please don't leave bad comments. Just move on. Don't say anything at all. If you can't say something nice, just move on. It's fine. I understand. I've given up thinking that I'm going to reach 3,000 followers. I'm just going to play and do what makes me happy. And hopefully that doesn't frustrate me too much. It's coming along. I think the more I do, the better off I will be. But yeah, I'm just going to not worry about my followers, except that I do, want you all to be okay and stuff. But I'm going to stop focusing on trying to get more and trying to reach this goal and all of that, because it just sort of takes away my enjoyment of actually working on a project. So if I'm showing some scenery from where we are, it'll be titled that way. If you don't want to watch it and it disappoints you that I am posting that, it's fine. Just, you don't have to watch. Keep going. If you want to watch and you want to comment, great. If I go into some cute little stores and I can get away with filming there, I may. I'm hoping to find some, you know, places that I can buy things different up there that I can't buy here. And we'll see. So everybody take care. I'll be back when I'm back. I'm not sure when that'll be. It may be a couple of weeks. It may be longer than that. It may be with some travel videos. I don't know. But I hope you'll take care of yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful day, couple of weeks, month, whatever it is till I come back. And I want to thank everybody who does watch and who has been here and who leaves kind comments and who has stuck by me. So you all take care, and I will see you on the other side. Video at the tail end of this will not have a goodbye on it, so I'm saying goodbye now, but there's more video to come. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Be well. Hugs to you all. Bye. Hey, everybody. It's Martha. I am in my basement. Please don't mind the mess. Don't judge me. This is one rug. I washed it, and it's hanging up to dry. This side is all full. This side is also all full. And I'm not done yet. These two racks. But there's the other side of the racks. This rack is taller than that one. And they're both full. Because, I mean, these things were filthy. I mean, dirty, dirty, dirty. You should have seen the dirt that came off when I was taking it out. Last night I was sitting on our couch and I was taking apart the rug. This is one rug. I was taking apart the duller colored rug. Wait until the brighter colored rug gets done. Imagine that. Look at some of these. I'm just going to scan here while I'm talking. Hope I'm not going too fast. And the pile of dirt that was on my seat underneath me and on the floor was incredibly bad. And the dust flying around the air, my nose was stuffed all night. Woke up with a stuffed nose this morning. And yeah, it was a mess. So I recommend, if you are going to get one of these rugs and you want to use the fabric, you're gonna have to wash it. I used the hand wash method on my washing machine, and I love this one. Look at that. I love a lot of them. Look at the sparkle. Oh, it's not showing up. See the sparkle? And I love these two too. This one's already dry. I mean, literally, this stuff is so sheer, it just dries like instantly. I have a fan going, and there's some with sparkles. There's another one that I love. And hand wash on the washing machine, hand wash cycle. And I'm hanging them to dry with the fan going. And yeah, look at this. Isn't that pretty? These are almost dry. Look at this one. I also love this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the sparkle and the red roses, or those aren't roses. What are those? I don't know what those are, but they're pretty. I'm very excited about all this fabric. So know that 99% of it is very sheer. Know that it is very dirty. I got a lot of gold. It's not really showing up. There it is. And it's a process to clean it.